$50,000 is hanging at the top of the cone tower. Whoever can climb to the top will win it. Mike was the first to charge up, using a 3-meter run-up to sprint, and with one breath, he shot straight to the top of the tower. But the tip of the tower had no support, and with his foot slipping, Mike fell straight down, even tearing his clothes in the process. The second challenger, Jack, learned from Mike's lesson and lengthened his run-up before charging at the top. He stopped right at the tip of the tower. Just as the crowd was about to cheer, Jack slid down as well. Next, John and George, who were on bikes, joined the challenge. The two took different run-up distances, but they hadn't even reached Mike's height before they turned around and slid down. Clearly, bicycles weren't as effective as running for climbing. The group had no choice but to revert to the initial method, running up and climbing. But one person's strength was limited, and as everyone struggled with how to overcome this issue, Mike suggested, one person alone can reach the top, but if we all run together toward the top, holding hands at the highest point, maybe we can succeed in the challenge. With that, everyone positioned themselves at the corners of the cone, counted down together, and sprinted toward the top, but they failed before reaching the top, and they refused to give up. After trying again, they realized the problem. Since each person's speed was different, it was impossible to reach the top at the same time. On the third attempt, they changed their approach and decided to hold hands and maintain the same speed, racing toward the top together. However, when they reached halfway up the cone, they couldn't keep the hand-holding posture, and one by one, they slid down. They had no choice but to think of another solution. In the end, they decided to form a human ladder, using their bodies for support to climb to the top. Mike directed everyone to line up one by one, and he himself was the last person to climb to the top. Just as Mike was about to touch the tip of the tower, suddenly the human wall below couldn't hold and collapsed. Everyone fell to the ground, utterly defeated. But Mike stood up. He hadn't given up. This time, he took a deep breath, extended his sprint to the maximum distance, and in one breath reached the top part of the tower. This time, he found the right angle, adjusted his posture, and slowly moved up step by step. Finally, he successfully stayed at the tip of the tower. Mike became the winner of this challenge, winning the $50,000.